jungle, 4 monkeys went fishing. That is till their trip went awry. One's a capuchin and one's a chimpanzee. The other baboon, the last a blue monkey. Leaving their homeland, stepping away into time doth end. They walked out to venture and never looked back. That's the DM says.
Look at all these monkeys.
Hello everyone, welcome to Jungles and Dragons, a D&D actual play podcast about 4 monkeys who get transported to the Forgotten Realms and go on an adventure. I'm your DM, Harrison. Ethan, do you want to introduce yourself?
I didn't like that, Harrison. That was sickening.
Yeah.
Sick and twisted, Harrison.
It's me, Ethan. I'm here. I'm back at it. I'm playing Paul Beenis, Paladin, Chimp, Monkey.
Yeah.
Whatever. Grow up. So today's funky monkey fact is info about their love life. The love life of these amazing chimps and monkeys.
Ooh.
And the fun thing about Paul Beenis, funny thing here is he's absolutely an incel. He's a firm believer that fishermen should not have women involved in their lives.
What?
Because it distracts them from the big catch. So Paul Beenis has taken the vow that fishermen will forever be lonely.
That's a Volso.
What?
Yeah, that's Volcel, not Incel.
Yeah, voluntarily celibate.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're taking a vow.
You think I know that shit? You think I know that shit?
So Paul Beenis isn't a rampant misogynist who thinks the government owes him a government-mandated girlfriend. He's just too busy fishing.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And he knows women will distract him from his big catch, so...
He just wants to fish.
Yeah.
I don't know why you chose to preface that by saying he's an incel, but...
I don't know. Sorry, I was just on Reddit before we started.
Paul Beenis took the black pill a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, I'm August. I'm playing Spoons. He's a monkey. He's got the stats of a tiefling. He's a blue monkey. He's a wizard.
Cool.
Spoons has a thing for he likes those silver coated dames. Those real he likes those worldly women. He's got he likes a real a woman who gets around, you know. And he's dating he's dating an older monkey called Betsy Ross, no relation. And yeah, he boinks her from time to time.
No, that's too far.
We're cutting it out.
You can't censor me.
Sex does not exist in this universe. You hold hands and a baby comes out 9 months later.
They rub butts together sometimes.
They're bare naked bottoms.
Gabe here. We're back at it again. I play Eugene T. Monkey, level 4 mountain dwarf fighter. That's also an old capuchin monkey. And yeah, Eugene's an older man, so he's had a bit of a turbid love life. His first wife tragically passed away. Her name was Betsy. And then his second wife, also named Betsy. Yeah, it's pretty weird, dude. They were going on for a while, and they eventually separated. Betsy kind of felt that Eugene was attempting to recapture his youth, dating someone who's also named Betsy, always hanging out with younger guys at the bar. So they eventually separated.
And what was her full name?
Betsy Ross, no relation.
Oh, okay. Does Eugene know that Spoons is dating Betsy Ross, no relation?
No, he doesn't.
Well, there could be two. We don't know.
Yeah, maybe he knows, but he assumes that it's just like a coincidence. He knows that he's also dating someone named Betsy Ross, no relation, but
Could be a lot.
he didn't know it's
of-
the same
of
person.
Betsy Ross. Could be a lot of Betsy Ross no relations. Who knows?
Of course.
Yeah, it's a common thing.
Why does everyone in this universe just have the worst names? Spoons Rango, Betsy Ross, no relation.
Fuck you! Spoons Rango is such a good name.
Paul Beenis. These are all nonsense names.
The only
This
one
is
with a
sick and
normal name is
twisted
Aani.
world.
These are all nuts. Would you rather me be like
No, okay. Aani's full name is Aani Funny Baboon. That is a nonsense name.
Sounds pretty normal to me.
Speaking of,
Yeah. Hey, I'm Nick. I'm playing Aani Funny Baboon, who is, as you can probably guess, a baboon and funny. He's a druid.
The funniest character on the show.
Yeah, he's the funny one of the group.
He's the comic relief.
Yeah, constantly cracking wise.
Old child voice always got me rolling on the floor, clutching my britches.
And my funny
my
monkey
chest.
fact is that Aani is an incel. Like he can't get any women, but he likes to say that it's a rule in the jungle guard that you aren't allowed to be in a relationship like the Jedi. It's not, but he says that so that people don't think that he's pathetic.
I assume it's even harder now that you're like shaved.
The fantasy world and
What
bald.
Not
about his
green.
cohorts?
so
He's like
I think
his
we need to
married
do
cohort.
this clarification again. By incel, do you mean like a black-pilled, like hardcore
he's-
misogynist, or
He's
do you
just
just
an
mean he
involuntary
can't?
celibate. He
Okay,
just-
okay, that's an important distinction. Hey everyone, I'm Harrison. My love fact is I'm a gay.
Just one.
I'm just one. I'm a
It's
single
one gay.
Let's get started.
Jungles and dragons and 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 jungles.
So Paul Beenis, Spoons Rango, Aani, Kranga the bugbear, and Chattanooga the capuchin monkey, Eugene's son, have just left the mummy's tomb, and you're walking through these caves, and you can kind of feel that you are gradually moving upwards, getting closer to the surface. And as you're walking along, Chattanooga, he still just sort of has this apathy about the situation that he did back when you were by the bridges into the Blackfruit Forest, and Kranga is just still sort of in a state of shock. He's just sort of dazed walking along. And yeah, you have this big stretch of caves ahead of you. No idea if Eugene and Frito Misto are even alive or where they are.
You know, if Eugene is gone, Chattanooga, you could be the new Eugene. You know,
You know, Eugene, he doesn't like do a whole lot, does he?
I mean, you're pretty much the same. You're a capuchin.
Can you throw
related.
axes?
Yeah. Can you talk about the Vietnam War?
Chattanooga sort of shrugs and says, I think the next Eugene is the last thing I want to be.
What?
I'm sorry if you need
Oh, brother.
if you need another one of those guys, don't look at me. I just want to get through this and go home as soon as possible.
I guess that's true. We can always clone him.
For
Yeah?
sure, Paul.
Yeah.
You know any cloners, Paul?
I went to science class. I think I know a thing or two.
Oh, for sure.
You know, just
Kind of a clone guy.
hair sample, blood, test tube, the vial, a Bunsen burner,
Hair sample too.
hair sample, science goggles.
He sort of looks up though and he says, I mean, Eugene's not really dead anyway, right? I mean, Dad, he just got knocked away. Like, we'll meet up with him
I don't know.
again. I'm
Listen,
sure.
we gotta prepare for the worst. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Hey, I sort of elbow Paul. I bet you wish I was School of Divination now. Am I right?
What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up.
I don't know, man. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous, man.
Kranga looks back and he says, God, Jan and Jan, God, I can't get that out of... Who do you think did this? What is causing this? Like, this was just supposed to
I
be
think
a normal
it was a big green
adventure
dragon
camp.
of some kind.
Okay, no, not... Thank you, Aani. I appreciate the contribution.
Yeah,
I
you're
wasn't
kind of dumb.
Yeah, I've got
I wasn't-
one
see that?
exception, so...
I wasn't
clearly
asking
know.
who killed them. I was asking, why do you think the adventure camp is not working?
You need to
correctly?
catch up, all right?
Okay,
Man,
never
look.
mind. Let's keep walking.
No, I gotta
We
walk next
all
time.
saw
Look,
the green
man.
dragon kill them.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Not
I
really a
really checked in
mystery,
on you.
pal.
Look, man. I pride myself on my emotional intelligence, and you seem a bit down, my friend. What? You can speak your feelings to me. What are your fondest memories of Jan and Yoon?
I don't really want to talk about my memories of Jan and Jan. That's a little bit painful right now, Spoons. Thank you.
Look, man. I
If
get
we're-
it.
if we're gonna
totally
get out of
understand.
here- if we're gonna get out of here alive, Spoons, we need to think about what caused this. Who did this? Like, why is
Yeah,
everything not
well.
working? Why are the bracelets not working? Do you think it could be Buddy? Do you think he planned this? I don't.
Mm,
Is that the guy? Is that the guy who's?
You
Like-
recall Buddy is the blonde dude in khaki shorts who he
I
like
remember.
introduced Adventure Camp, and he's sort of like the dude in charge.
Okay.
the big cheese.
Can I cast the identify spell on my wristband? Which is
What does Identify do?
you can choose one object that you touch throughout casting the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting it and what they are. The item was
okay.
created by a spell.
don't-
You learn which spell.
I get the idea.
Ow.
Learn which spell.
I don't think the bracelet is exactly magical per se, but you can go ahead and cast it, and I'll tell you what it is. Do you need to do a
I
check?
cast it.
or,
What does the funny voice in my head say?
I think you say, Google, show me bracelet, and
Yeah, I sort of put my forefinger to my forehead. I go, okay, Google, show me bracelet. Bring up bracelet on this guy. Thanks.
a little smaller blue data version of yourself appears in your head, and it says, "Hello, Spoons. I'm iSpoons. Observing this bracelet, I have found that it is not actually magical. It is more that it is some sort of high technology, perhaps. It seems to operate on some sort of psychic link to another location somewhere else within this ship. However, that link doesn't seem to be working. It seems that it has been broken in some way."
All right, thanks, iSpoons.
iSpoons dissipates.
Boop beep.
What just
guys?
happened? What are you,
All right,
what are you
that was
saying?
fucking useless. Sorry, guys. I was talking to my little man.
What's iSpoons?
Not my. You've got a little man. I was talking to my little man on the inside.
What?
Basically, the bracelets, they operate on psychic frequencies, and something's getting all jazzy and the jiggy, and making sure that don't work. So
Specifically what you learned is that this is not magic, but it is some sort of psychic technology. And
it seems like it's more of like a
broken.
receiver. It's like a receiver kind of thing. That's what I got.
Like
That's what I got,
like a pulley system.
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of like a big
Like
pulley
a
system.
like a lever. Paul Bean's gonna do a little dance.
let's cut to Eugene. Eugene, you and Frito Misto are standing there. You have just seen Gus, your new friend Paulie, the anthropomorphic frog member of the Neverwinter Black Watch. She's a bullywug, just so I don't have to say
cool.
anthropomorphic
bully.
frog a bunch of times. She's a bullywug. And also this vampire who was just attacking you. You have just watched as they shrunk down to like half their initial size. So Gus is about your size now, and the vampire and Paulie are both like hobbit sized.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I thought they were action figure sized. I was really confused.
No.
Tiny husband size.
Gus is about that size. As this gas dissipates, you see walking through this cave towards you is a small sort of dragon-like creature. It's a drake. A drake in D&D is like a small dragon. It's like horse-sized. It's green and blue, and it has this long anteater shaped head. And it shoots out this long noodle tongue and lips its lips as it approaches you. Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck me.
Show me this guy's initiative.
Computer.
Google, show me initiative. Google, show me initiative.
Show me initiative. Eugene, you're up first.
Hell yeah. And so you said it's a drake. Drake.
It's a drake, yes.
Drake. I love
You
Drake.
used to call me on
It
my
seems
cell
to have the
phone.
power to shoot out shrinking gas.
Okay, shoot out shrinking gas. Do I have anything that closes mouths? No, I don't.
Yeah, the closed mouth spell. You don't have
Do I
it?
have my closed mouth spell? I'll just do the classic hand axe.
Okay. Give me your first roll.
First roll is 17 to hit, and
That hits, baby.
yeah, baby, 8 damage.
Okay.
Second one is 18 to hit.
That hits.
Yummy.
Oh, baby, 10 damage.
Oh.
10 damage. Okay, so those both hit. Describe to me how you plunge your axes into this strange little creature.
So this strange creature comes out from the shadows, and I'm just like, whoa. And I take one hand axe, I spin around, I toss it, and it begins to go backwards like a boomerang. It goes into the distance and then begins to come forward.
Yeah.
And then I throw the other one straight ahead. So the first one hits it in the back of the head, and then it literally just slams the other one into the other flying axe in the front of the head.
Holy shit, incredible. Yeah, green blood comes spewing out of this drake.
Oh, Joker!
Joke.
Now it is the drake's turn, and
Call me on your
it's
cell.
sort of shaking, and it's bloody, and it's frustrated. And so it is going to use its multi-attack. First, it lunges at you with its claws. That's going to be.
He does that leg move from the Hotline Bling video.
he puts his hands in the foam position.
That's going to be 18. Does that hit?
That's exactly my armor class, yeah.
Okay. So it swipes at you with these claws and deals. Oh shit. Oh, that's not that bad. Never mind. I misread it.
Okay, cool.
Reddit. Another Reddit reference.
Oh man.
Whoa!
I love our Reddit bits.
These claws deal 7 damage to you.
Yeah, whatever.
As sort of this green acid seeps into your wound. And on its second attack, it turns to Gus, who is tiny. He's a few inches tall.
Oh!
And this long noodle tongue shoots out of its mouth. Let's give it a roll. That is a 19. This long noodle tongue shoots out, wraps around Gus, and in one big bite, Gus is pulled into the stomach of this drake.
No!
Drake
I
just
start
bored
punching on the
Gus.
ground. My chest is sizzling from the wound, and I'm just like punching the ground right now.
Okay, next up is Frito Misto. He pulls up his wand and prepares to shoot another magic missile. And then he looks kind of confused for a second, and he says, "Oh shit! I'm out of spell slots! No!" And then he runs towards the drake and thwacks it in the head with his wand. Let's see how he does that. He rolls a 7, which does not pass. So he says, "Oh no, all out of spell slots!" Runs towards the drake and just sort of trips and falls. Next up is Paulie, she is half her original size. She ribbits furiously, and she's going to draw her sword and try to stab the drake with it. That hits, and
Yeah.
she deals with her sword. Let's say she slashes at one of its wings, sort of grounding it. That is 12 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Next up is the vampire. The vampire goes, "Oh no, I thought I was going to have some lunch today. Damn it." The vampire also attacks the Drake. It lunges towards the Drake with its fangs. That hits. Google, show me vampire stats.
Create vampires to life.
Dealing 13 necrotic damage to the Drake.
Jesus.
Erotic damage. Podcast is over.
Podcast's over. That's the
that was
final
the final straw.
We're breaking
done.
up.
Okay, this Drake looks pretty bloodied. It looks like it's at around half its original health, maybe a little less. And it starts shaking its head back and forth. It's back to your turn, Eugene. And just spoilers, the Drake, if the Drake dies with Gus still in it, probably not good for Gus.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Here's
I
what
guess.
I'm gonna try to do. I'm going to kind of like jog a little bit backwards, and then I'm gonna kind of calculate some math equations real quick. I'm gonna run forward and then do a baseball slide and use my axe, my battle axe, to cut open the bottom section of the Drake. So I want to slide under it while cutting its stomach, and hopefully Gus will fall out.
Okay, I'm going to give it a reaction against that, but you go ahead and roll for that. Just roll a basic axe attack.
Among.
I got an 18.
Gus.
18, that hits. Okay, so you deal your axe damage.
Okay.
Okay.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. You run forward and slice through this Drake's belly, and yes, as you predicted, tiny Gus, about your size Gus, comes spilling out.
Yeah.
And he looks injured, but he's okay.
Yeah.
But
I wanna
the
be
Drake,
come over. So to kind of like run from
yeah,
under the Drake.
he runs towards you, but the Drake is going to take a reaction against you. It tries to sting you with its tail, which has this stinger on it. But that's a 10. I don't think that hits you.
Yeah, I do a Dark Souls roll to the side.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh, he shouldn't have choreographed his attack.
But now it's the Drake's turn. First of all, it puffs out more of this shrinking gas. Everyone here, that includes you, Eugene, has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dexterity. Fuck. I got a natural 1, but +2 it's a 3.
Play the Natural One theme song.
Play the natural 1 theme.
What happens
Harrison,
to
play
you?
the natural one theme.
What happens to Eugene? Because you're already tiny. So what
I get a
happens to you?
subatomic.
Ant-Man.
Eugene, you immediately become like ant-sized. Until you are no longer ant-sized, you're gonna have disadvantage on anything where your very small size would be a hindrance.
Shouldn't he also do? He do way less damage too? Isn't there a rule for shrinking?
Don't care. Paulie also Paulie is fine. Frito Misto is fine. Gus is fine, but the vampire also shrinks down to tiny size. So the vampire is like the size that you were before you shrank. And then with its second attack, the Drake slurps up this vampire with its long noodle tongue, and the vampire falls right out of its belly again. However, the vampire takes let's say a certain number of acid damage, probably a lot because it was just in this Drake's big belly. The vampire takes 18 acid damage.
Jeez.
Next up is Paulie. She takes her sword again, tries to slash at the creature.
I am the creature.
That does not hit. She misses.
Holy
Next up is the
nuts.
vampire. It's very small, but it does jump up and try to bite the neck of this Drake. That hits, dealing
Spaghetti.
8 necrotic damage. Okay, Next up is you, Eugene.
Can I climb onto Gus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your proportions to Gus are about the same now as before you shrank. Just both of you are much smaller.
So I climb onto Gus just to get a little extra height. And I'm gonna try to my battle axe, it's more of like something you put in a martini glass now, huh?
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
So I'm gonna try to go for the Drake's legs. Maybe go for like one of the tendons.
Sure, yeah.
Attempt to kind of like swipe at the tendons with my battle axe.
Yum.
Okay. Yeah, give me a roll for that. With advantage, let's say, because this is a cool ass move.
Well,
this is the
first
cool
one is 18 plus 6, 24.
Yes, that hits.
And I'm just one-handed, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yes! 8 plus 4, 12. Plus
12 damage.
Yeah.
You sliced through the tendons of this dragon, and it looks like the little blood that trickles out is the last blood that this drake had left. And the drake collapses dead. And the vampire goes,
"Thank you, small monkey. Now it is my turn to eat you."
Jesus, can we do like a timeout? Maybe get some orange slices and some water going. Just
No,
quick.
I am hungry for blood.
Right, so I get
Nice
off Gus.
to eat you.
yeah.
I get off Gus.
Do you still have any more attacks in this turn?
And this turn? We're just keeping going?
Yeah, we're keeping
going. No, because I did my action surge already, so I'm done. I can't do anything.
Okay. Frito Misto, he wakes up. Ow! I hit my head. Rubs his eyes. That's the end of his turn. Paulie, she drops her sword and says, "Bringing out the big guns for this, Eugene." And she pulls out a halberd. And she charges at. She pulls it out of her ass, and she charges at the vampire with it, trying to stake this vampire through the heart with her halberd. But she misses. She charges at this vampire, but he expertly dodges out of the way. And then he says,
"I am hungry for monkey blood."
That was a good effort, Paulie. You missed, but hey, good effort.
He's going to try to grab you because you are again ant-sized. I'm going to treat that as an attack. I assume a 12 does not hit your AC.
Yeah, he tries to grab me, but I put my arms up and slide out.
Okay, it's your turn now.
Okay. So, let's see. Now, I kind of think it would be kind of cool to have a vampire on the team. I think that'd be pretty badass. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go straight for an unarmed attack. I'm going to walk up and just like sucker punch him.
Okay.
Critical 19.
Critical 19.
Plus 6.
Yeah,
19
so
plus
do
6.
double damage on your unarmed attack, I guess.
That's 10 damage.
Okay, well, bad news, Eugene. You're not going to have a vampire on your team because he had 10 HP.
Fuck.
You killed him.
You punch this vampire so hard it does brain damage, and with your tiny ant fist.
I still have all the proportional power.
And
Yeah,
he says,
My blood, it is thinning.
And he dies.
Is it like from that? What's that one movie you talked about? That one movie where he's like in the bathroom, like super skinny. And like...
Yes, it's in the fucking Blood for Dracula scene. He is suddenly shirtless and covered in his own bloody puke, and then he dies.
And I shake my hand like, ah.
You see Paulie, and she's got this little vial, and she's cooking up a brew using this blood that spilled from the Drake. And she says, "Here, this should cure us, I think. Do you want to try it?"
Oh, this is a funny looking witch's brew, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you be our test subject, okay, Eugene? Is that cool with you?
I've lived long enough.
I take a quick swig.
Yeah, it works. You go back up to your original size, which is still not very big. So she drinks it. She lets Gus have it. they're back to their original sizes. And Frito Misto
mongoose.
says, "Wow, good job, team."
Yeah, that was pretty good. I put my hand up so we could everybody hands in the middle.
Yeah, everyone put their hands in the middle. Gus puts his paw in the middle.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Team.
Go team. Yeah. And Frito Misto says, "I'd say we all contributed equally to that." And then he starts walking forward through the cave.
You know, this guy's starting to grow on me.
He's actually starting to shrink on you, bro.
That was very
You guys exit the cave, and you're on the other side of these muddy mountains. And you see the lower Acropolis now. It is storming and raining here, and the city is built into this sort of valley. If you look, you can see these muddy mountains sort of turn into more conventional hills on either side of this valley. On one side, there is this big lake that is dammed up. It looks like this valley might have been more of the lake at one point, but there is this Acropolis built in here against the dam where the lake used to be. And what it is just this huge sprawling city of tombs and mausoleums. And you can vaguely see on the other end this sort of mushroom forest, but it looks like there's a lot of place to cover in order to get there. There's not as many adventurers here. It seems like maybe you're in the lead, or it's possible that just most of them didn't survive the mudmen and the drakes. But there are some crawling through here, or going through the city. And you see some of them have taken this shortcut, and what that is that there are these huge, like, pillars or towers coming up from this city, this necropolis. Each of them is about 150 to 200 feet tall, and what they are is, you know how sometimes in mausoleums there's like these walls with like niches with caskets in them? Think like a Skyrim dungeon where they have like little holes with the dude corpses in them. There's these huge pillars made out of that, like that. And these adventurers are climbing up them so that they can avoid going through the city. And you can see these pillars, the tops are connected by rope bridges, and these bridges also lead to the mushroom forest ahead. And the last thing you see is at a lower down cave in this mountain below you, emerging is Beenis and Aani and Spoons and Kranga and Chattanooga.
Oh, Eugene,
Hey!
you're not dead. Oh, yes.
You hear him?
Chattanooga starts to run forward, but he sort of catches himself and stops.
Yeah, I started moving towards him, and as soon as I figured out that he caught himself, I also catch myself. But instead of stopping, I stop running and just go for a walk. And I try to hug him, but I stop myself, and I just kind of just grab him by the sides of his head and just checking to see if there's any like.
You shake his head back and forth.
No, I'm just slowly like turning his head from side to side, trying to see if there's any like marks or burns or anything like that. There
is a mark, which is that everyone in this party that you just met with looks older than they were before you saw them before. Everyone is sort of on the upper half of middle-aged now.
I tap my legs. I go.
Just so you know, this isn't permanent. That'll wear off next time you long rest.
Yeah,
but
you
for
see
now,
like a liver spot on his head.
So he's still younger than me, right?
Yes, he's still younger than you.
I call Gus over. I do the knee slap thing to call Gus over. I go, a mongoose, and I give him a little pat on the head.
Okay, cool. What were you doing, Eugene?
I just say, you know, you kind of look like me when I was that age. A real silver fox, huh?
Shut up, Dad. He's embarrassed.
All right.
You also, those of you who are not Eugene, you see that walking alongside Eugene and Frito Misto is a member of the Neverwinter Black Watch.
Oh yeah, I put my arm around her.
This is Paulie. She's real cool.
Paul, Aani, monkey circle -1.
Why?
Wait, no, I put myself in the middle of the circle.
The fuck? No.
What's going on here, boys?
Fuck. What the fuck?
I pick up Eugene by the head and toss him out. All right, what is it? What is it?
Fucker. You know who that? Do you recognize the uniform?
It's a frog. It's from the Frog Town.
Frog woman.
Frog.
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 Motherfucker. Those are the guys who, the one who has the stupid name. And the tiny man. That she's working for the tiny man.
I forgot that we canonically said that the man is tiny.
He's working for the tiny man, guys.
The little one? Who's like 3 feet tall?
You recall that that the Black Watch serves under Prince Max Blacksword, who is the dude who burned your jungle down, and Prince Roland, who is the tiny man.
Works for the tiny man.
Can't believe Eugene is a traitor.
Hey, quick clown frog huddle.
Yeah, Eugene, what is it?
These guys are acting real
Yeah,
weird.
Eugene, what is it?
These guys are acting kind of weird. I think maybe something changed about them. I don't know why they threw me out the huddle. Maybe they went to...
You guys are, Paulie speaks up and he says, you guys aren't involved in the wrong side of the law, are you? Otherwise, I don't know why they might have reacted to me like that.
I mean, we do normal, like, fantasy stuff, you know? Normal adventure things. So far, I don't remember us...
She walks over and sticks her head into the other monkey huddle. And she says, hey, you guys aren't criminals, are you?
What's a criminal? What's a criminal? I don't even know what that is.
Is there like a wanted poster in the background with all 4 of us?
She says, look, if you guys haven't been committing any crimes, you have nothing to fear from me.
I hate crimes. I would never commit a crime.
First of all, you have to know what a crime is to commit it, and I don't know
like this guy.
Yeah, I popped my head into the huddle. See?
I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know why everything's so awkward, huh?
Okay.
Maybe you guys are just getting a little crotchety with old age. It happens.
Kranga, who is in neither huddle, walks to you guys and says, I don't see any reason we can't trust her.
I mean, she's a frog, and that's kind of cool, so I guess...
I trust her about as much as that dumb clown.
What size creature is she?
She is normal sized, but she's like, think like a small, like a short human, so like 5 foot tall.
Human is medium, right?
Human is medium, yes, she is medium.
Okay, so she has to succeed on a strength saving throw, just real quick.
Tell me what you're doing, and then, well,
no,
okay.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
Did she succeed in a strength saving throw for
that is a 17?
Oh fuck, okay, so I try to do the gust cantrip and just sort of push her away from our huddle, but I guess I flick my fingers at her and like just...
So she doesn't have hair, but somehow this gust, it like the wind blows against her and does like the Nicolas Cage and Con Air, like hair blowing back effect.
But it's the ripples of her froggy skin.
It's the ripples in her scalp, and it just looks stunning.
I quickly slap Spoon's hands.
It looks stunning.
Oh,
it looks great.
The ripples on her froggy
guys,
head.
Look, I'm just looking for my troop, okay? Is it okay if I stick with you until I find them? Is that cool with you guys?
Guys, did anyone else just feel a cold spot? I think there might be ghosts here. I think this place might be haunted. I just felt like a major cold spot. So
I point to all the corpses.
Hey, sorry about that. Aani's the funny one of the group. He's just cracking jokes.
Paulie says, so it looks like we've got a choice, right? We can walk through this city, or we can climb the pillars and just walk across the bridges. What do you guys think?
Climb the pillars.
I pull up the map that we have.
Yes.
So where are we in the lower necropolis right now?
Yes. If you look at the map, this is the lower necropolis. These rope bridges connecting the pillars seems to be the upper necropolis.
Are we in the lower necropolis?
Let's go to the fungal fields.
Yes. The fungal fields, and I don't know if the map demonstrates this well, but the fungal fields and the mushroom caps are connected. You can go from the upper necropolis to the mushroom caps and still get down to the fungal fields without much trouble.
Okay. Let's climb up the pillars then. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, we're monkeys. We climb things.
Frito Misto smiles wryly and says, or there's a third option. Now look, now that we're all together, and this is gonna sound crazy, but we could go back.
What?
Huh?
Listen, hear me out, okay? this ship, we're in like the outer layer of the ship. This is where the adventure is, right? There's the upper layer, the middle layer, which we're on, and the lower layer. There must be somewhere where someone runs the ship, right? Where would that be?
Upper layer?
Below the lower layer. There must be a lower layer where the goalie works of the ship are. If we could get there, we could find this buddy fellow and get him to let us out of here, right? We wouldn't have to go through this whole stupid adventure.
Yeah, but I want the reward.
That is true. There is a big reward, and plus, if we go back, there's the vampires, there's the dragon.
Those are going to be anywhere we go. We could go back, try to find some way to scale the pit, go down, find the goalie works of the ship, and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is it though? It's a clown. Why should we listen to the clown?
All right, here we go. One second. Hey, Frito Misto.
Yes.
My man, what would you say are your strong suits? I'd like to get a read on everyone in the party. I'm gonna ask the bullywog next. What would you say you're especially good at?
None of the NPCs are telling you their stats.
Listen, I'm just trying to talk to him.
None of them are doing that.
Just trying to cast suggestion on him is what I'm doing.
Okay, you can cast suggested on him. What does he have to pass?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
13.
saving throw. Okay. Wisdom.
Big pulsating.
Stop trying to metagame, August.
That's a 12. What is your suggestion?
Tell us the truth.
Tell us the truth. His tears well up in his eyes. And he says, "Ever since I was a boy, I had a dream."
All right, let's sit through this. Come on, gather around. This last 8 hours.
All right, play the dream song from JoJo Part 5. Let's go.
A dream to be famous. That's why I came here, to get the prize and to be famous, to be the most popular man in Neverwinter, to have my name among the stars. I've studied magic since I was a boy, I've studied entertainment, but nobody likes it. Everybody's insane. They don't like my comedy. So I thought this would be the next best way. But if I can't get the prize, then I might as well get the second next best prize, which is this
Friendship.
ship. This guy Buddy is up to some crazy stuff, right? So what if we simply, I don't know, knock him out of the way and steal his funny ship? That's what I want.
You want this whole... What
All
are you
right,
gonna do
That'd
with
be
this
pretty
ship?
rad, actually.
Well, no, I
Makes
thought
me
we
like
were
him
gonna bring
better.
I thought we were gonna bring the ship down.
Just an agent of chaos. All right, yeah, fuck it. All right.
I'm
Paulie says, wait, okay. We have no guarantee that pit by the bridges will lead to any sort of, other layer. We have no guarantee of that. This is insane. I think we should just
Also,
go, get the reward, get out through the exit on that end.
This guy is a clown, and I don't trust clowns personally due to some personal trauma, so...
No matter how many truthful spells you cast, you cannot trust a clown. That's all I'm
and
saying.
also
Freaks.
that whole plan literally doesn't benefit us at all. His whole
It benefits the clown.
No. Look, guys, sometimes I get it in my head. I just like to see things go awry, and it gets in the way of my critical thinking. I apologize for this. Freets, my man, we're going to keep going forward.
Yes.
Your choice of whether to follow us.
Well, I'm certainly not going by myself. I mean, okay, fine, whatever. I guess.
Don't fuck us over.
Cool.
Hey, don't fuck us over.
If you betray me, I'll break your toes
homie.
one by one.
Homie, don't fuck us over.
He smiles and walks forward.
I mean, that can mean anything. He's a
Can't
clown. Clowns always smile, so that's not really...
So you guys said you wanted to climb the pillars, correct?
To the upper necropolis.
Yeah.
Okay. So these pillars are wide enough that you can get about 2 normal-sized characters climbing aside each other. So what that'll come out to is, wait, let me do the math really quick. There's you. Oh, first of all, what are we doing with Gus? How are we getting Gus up the pillar?
Does anyone have a little tote bag they can put him in?
Can we put him in the chest?
I got my old prison pocket. If that helps.
Oh no!
I'm
You have
strong. I
rope.
think I
You
can.
have
I can
That's where
climb
that small
one-handed.
man is right now.
Some of you still have rope, right? Would one of you like to tie him to your back, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Like a leash.
Eugene cannot do that. Eugene is too small.
But I'm like the
someone
strongest
else
one
can
here,
do that.
man.
Which one of the others would you like to do that, or would you like a NPC to do it?
Wait, do I? I can do it.
Oh, we can give it. What about Kranga?
Do you want to do it, Paul?
Okay.
Beenis?
I'm gonna sovereign glue him to one of us.
You don't have sovereign glue remover on you, Spoons. You just have sovereign glue.
I'm aware.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, glue him to yourself, Spoons. I don't want.
Yeah, if you do that, he will be on your back for the rest of the adventure, August.
All right, what are alternatives? Do we have alternatives?
Just tie him to your back with rope.
All right. So, Paul, you're tying to your back then? What you
Yeah.
wanna do?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, now
Right.
let's figure out the order. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that Kranga and Paulie will crawl. Actually, Krunga's probably too big, so Kranga will crawl up by himself. Then let's say Paulie and Frito Misto are next to each other. And which one of you wants to climb next to each other?
Let me go up first in case.
Okay, who wants to
I
be next
drop.
to Paul Beenis?
I'll go next to Paul.
So are you guys at the top? You guys on the top?
We're at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means Eugene and Aani will be next to each other, and let's say Chattanooga is next to Eugene because they're both pretty small. So Eugene, Chattanooga, and Aani, where do you want to be in the order? The middle or the bottom?
I think I'll be at the bottom.
Okay. So the order climbing up this tower of niches with these caskets in them, and some of these caskets are actually sort of dilapidated, so there's just full exposed corpses there. It's very creepy. But climbing up first is Spoons and Paul Beenis next to each other. Then below them is Kranga. Then below Kranga is Frito Misto and Paulie. And then below them is Eugene, Chattanooga, and Aani. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Nothing you
cool
want to
with
change
that.
about that? Okay.
Small dying man's crawling on his own. Next to me.
Oh, my arms, they ache!
This is the first time you're justified. I pointed him. This is the first time you're justified, my friend.
So you're climbing up here. I'm not gonna make you do a strength check because what the fuck are you gonna do? Just climb up again if you fall? So you get up about halfway. Aani, you are on the bottom, right next to Eugene and Chattanooga. You feel something weird as you put your hand in one of these niches. It's like something squishy.
Ew.
Aani,
Ectoplasm.
give me a dexterity saving throw, Aani.
Alright.
What is Aani such a ghost guy?
That's his new character trait.
The new facet.
Yeah. That's going to be a 11.
11. You peer into this niche to see what your hand touched, and shooting out at you is an orange ooze. An ooze is like a slime. It wraps around your body, and Aani, your body is encased in like a suit of jelly, and you cannot leave.
Oh, this is just like last time.
Also, this ooze, by the way, there's a little bracelet floating in it. This is one of the adventurers.
No.
Oh yeah, you the slime troop. Does the ooze seem acidic?
The ooze is not acidic, however, it is cutting out Aani's breathing.
Why does Aani always get oozed?
And this Aani's below me, right?
That's
Aani is so below
At the
you. Below you, Paul Beenis is Kranga. Below him are Paulie and Frito Misto. Below them are Aani, Eugene, and
Oh,
Chattanooga.
shit. Okay.
I try to punch into the ooze and try to yank Aani out.
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Strength.
Are we in
Fuck.
combat
6.
right now?
6. Not yet. You try to pull him out and it fails. Kranga also starts to feel something as he says, "What is this? I just touched something squishy. Is this another one of these fucking things?" As a green ooze comes out of one of these niches, and it swims into his ear. It disappears into Krunga's ear.
Oh, it's a yerk.
And then lastly, emerging from one of these niches above you, Paul Beenis and Spoons Rango, at the top of this pillar, or at the top of where you are on the pillar, is a blue ooze.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
The blues.
Okay, Paul, not to be confused with Paulie, is at the top of the order.
Okay. All right.
Oh, pretty high.
So, can you please describe to me what's happening again to me?
So imagine 5 tiers. On the first tier is you're all holding on to this big pillar, right? On the first tier is the blue ooze. On the second tier is you and Spoons Rango. On the third tier, the tier lower than that, is Kranga with a green ooze inside of his head. Below him is Frito Misto and Paulie, and below them are Eugene, Chattanooga, and Aani, who is encased in an orange ooze. And just so you know, Frito Misto and Chattanooga are not participating in the fight because there's not really anything they can do. They're just basic NPCs, so they're just sort of hanging there.
Well,
also, just to set the scene, it is still storming and raining, and it is hectic here.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I can't fight using when I'm crawling on all fours. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my immaculate chimp grip feet grip.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. Yeah.
Grab on with my chimp feet, and I'm gonna stand up straight on the pillar, and pull out my sword.
That's cool.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. That is a 19.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's good.
Plus 3, so that's 22.
Yeah, so you can do your attack.
All right. And I'm gonna just hack at this blue slime.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is another 19.
19. That hits deal damage.
Okay. That is 6.
6 damage. Hell yeah. However, bad news for you, Paul. Swords deal slashing damage. And as you slash through this blue ooze, you cut it in half, and it stays in half. And in front of you are 2 smaller blue oozes.
Oh no.
Okay, next up is Eugene. Eugene, you are next to Chattanooga and Aani, who is encased.
This is gonna be interesting. I want to one hand, like 2 feet in one hand on the pillar. I want to take out my battle axe, and I want to try to kind of like chuck it into the slime in an attempt to knock Aani out of it.
Are you using the butt of your axe for that?
Idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it into the slime in an attempt to knock Aani out.
Right, but are you using the blade or the butt of the axe?
Yeah, I won't hit. I'll throw it with the butt. I won't hit it.
So
with the blade.
I'm not gonna deal Aani damage from that then. So just give me what would a D&D skill for this be?
Maybe a strength?
I guess just strength. I feel like we use just basic strength all the time, but yeah, I guess it's strength.
Let's see. I got a 17.
17. You successfully hit Aani so hard, he flies out of the orange ooze, and the orange ooze is just shattered. It is shattered into pieces. It is gone.
Did you say it was a bad idea, August?
No.
However, Aani, you are falling now. It's not your turn, but I will give you a reaction as you fall through the air.
Alright. Interesting.
You might say,
I'm just gonna stroke my chin and say, I'm falling. Fascinating.
Don't you have a way to climb or something?
I think I have spider climb, but...
Or you could just give me, say, an athletics check to grab onto the wall.
Athletics.
Wait, did you catch my axe as it falls down?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll say that's a help action, Eugene, so roll athletics with advantage, Aani.
Alright.
With the axe being there?
Yeah, because he can grab onto it.
That's going to be 18.
18, yes. Okay, you are hanging on to Eugene's axe as this rain and wind flows along. let's. Who's up next? I have to check my
Probably
notes.
me.
My notes. Yeah, that's Spoons.
Okay, Spoons is going to summon the power of the storm around him and use Gust to knock the 2 blue slimes, the smaller ones, knock them off the wall.
Hell yeah.
Send them flying in the other direction.
That's a strength saving throw, correct?
Strength saving throw, yes.
One of them rolled a 9. I don't think that does it. And one of them rolled an 18.
Okay, so one of them, I assume 5 feet, like laterally off the wall, will make them fall down, right?
Yes. Yeah. So you use your gust, and one of these blue oozes comes falling off the wall. It just is blown back, and it falls down to the ground below and splats.
Okay, and then can I use my movement to drop down on top of Kranga?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop down and like hug it, like backpack.
Yeah,
hug him.
sure. You're on. Yeah, okay. You're on his back like a backpack. Yeah, give me an athletics or acrobatics to see if that succeeds.
Ooh, I'm notoriously great at acrobatics, and that's why I roll 6.
Spoons, you are falling. Let's say, I think I changed my mind. I don't want to. We'll deal with your falling next round because each round is pretty quick.
Okay. Ah!
So you are currently falling. As the rest of this round goes by, picture Spoons in slow motion falling behind everyone. Next up is the blue ooze, which remains. It's going to attack you, Paul Beenis. It sort of slimes towards you. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
It does, okay. This blue ooze, it just sort of, it hardens up at one end, it just sort of socks you with a little blue ooze fist. Little slime fist. Take 7 damage from that.
Oof!
Oof! Next up is Kranga. He's going to give me a wisdom saving throw before the start of his turn.
Off of him. Just go like.
Yes, he fails his wisdom saving throw, and you see his eyes go green. He grabs you, Paul Beenis, and just starts shaking you around. Give me a strength saving throw.
This is just like Animorphs.
Actually, dexterity saving throw, sorry.
Okay. 18.
18. You are able to escape his grip before he does any damage to you. Next up is Aani. The orange juice is gone. So, Aani, you're just hanging onto Eugene's axe.
Alright, what enemies are there left?
At the very top, there is a blue ooze. Inside of Krunga's head, there is a green ooze.
Alright, can I go over to Kranga?
Yes.
Can I, climb over to him and just reach inside his ear? And just...
Yeah, can I try to use my axe to reach, so how he can reach over? To, pull him up and reach over?
Yeah, so instead of Aani having to painstakingly climb over Paulie and Frito Misto, Eugene just sort of lifts his axe up and moves Aani with it, so Aani can grab up on the Kranga. Aani, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Okay. It's going to be a 16.
16. Okay, I think this is the end of your turn, but you yank into his ear and pull out this green ooze, and it's squirming in your hand. It's sort of a small one. It's squirming there in your hand. Next is Paulie's turn. She whips around her halberd, and I think she's just going to sort of spend this turn trying to climb up over Kranga to the blue ooze. Let's see how she does at that.
Blues.
She does not do that. She crawls on the Kranga, and she immediately slips.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Fuck.
Before this next turn starts, several events happen. First of all, you hear yelling and screaming coming from the direction of the mountain caves you exited from, and you turn and look and you see these elves who you've seen a few times wearing these wizardly cloaks. And there's 4 of them. 3 of them are arguing with one of them who has this oaken staff raised to the air, and they're saying, "No, dude, don't do it, don't do it. If the bracelets aren't working, if these people die, they're not coming back. You can't do this." And the other elf says, I don't care, we came here to win! And they all sort of lunge towards him and try to grab his staff, but it is too late. This elf has cast the 9th level spell Meteor Storm, and
What the fuck?
Whoa.
conjuring in the air above this necropolis are 3 balls of rock and fire, and then
Holy
bam,
crap.
bam, bam, one by one they slam into the dam, and it begins to creak and groan, and it breaks, and the lake spills forth, and the necropolis begins to fill with water. And then the second thing, because I mentioned there were a few things that happen before this next round begins, you hear flapping, this loud flapping, like the flapping of wings. And in the storm clouds above you, you see the unmistakable shape of a green dragon.
No. Fuck me.
As the water hits this pillar, it just sort of starts to shake a little bit. You're not getting flooded. You can see the city below is getting extremely flooded. You're safe up here, except like I said, the pillar is shaking a little bit uncomfortably, like it might be falling in a moment.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. Can we just, like, try to run away and climb up as fast as we can?
Next in the order is Paul.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You're still
this
in
all's on
combat
your
because
shoulders.
these slimes are still here. The
Alright,
oozes are over there.
let me activate Sacred Weapon. So
Okay.
that my sword begins to glow, and I say, I have the power. And let's see. God, I just have a sword, so all I can do is just make these slimes smaller. So I guess I'm just gonna hack and slash at these slimes.
Okay. If you, I mean, this slime is getting pretty weak, so it might not divide. It'll depend.
Okay.
So go ahead and do your, so you cast Sacred Weapon, your sword starts vibrating.
Yes.
You should scrape it up like a big spatula.
Yeah.
What is Paul a paladin of?
We've never really
Beenis.
talked about it.
Fishing.
of fishing. Your patron
Paul
is
of Beenis.
fishing.
Yeah.
Your patron is the concept of fishing.
Yeah.
It's the vague
very meta.
action of fishing.
Okay, what did you roll?
I got an 18.
That hits. What's your damage?
Okay. And my damage is 6 again.
6. Okay. Unfortunately, that is not enough to prevent the blue slime from splitting. So you plunge into it, and you now have 2 pretty small blue slimes in front of you.
Shit.
Next up is Eugene. You're currently at the bottom of the tower.
So
Or compared to everyone else, you're at the bottom.
I wanna take a quick page out of the Paul Beenis playbook.
Yeah.
And I want to attempt to, maybe my feet are small enough, maybe they're okay, to use my strong capuchin grip to grip the sides of the pillar, stand upright vertically, and start running up the pillar.
That's
jump.
dope as hell.
Yeah.
Give me athletics with it. Or yeah, I say athletics since you're running with advantage.
Yeah. Let me see, athletics. Where is my athletics? There it is. Oh, I got a +6 in that.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
21.
21? Okay.
Yeah, 21.
21?
So
What are you
21?
doing then?
I start running up the pillar, water clashing against my face and my glasses. And I jump. I find Paul. I'm getting to Paul. And I run up his back and jump over.
Run over his back, which also means running over Gus.
Yeah, I
Gus
run
goes,
over. No! Oh, well, I'm small. He'll take it.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
I run over Gus. I jump off Paul's head. And as I'm jumping into the air like Batman throwing batarangs, I throw both hand axes down at the 2 slimes in an attempt to knock them off.
Okay. With incredible force, your hand axes plunge into the wall of this pillar, but whether they hit the slimes, give me the attack roll to see.
Let's see. 19 on both.
Yeah, that hits. I don't even think I'm going to make you roll damage, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than 5.
6 and 8.
Copy. Hey.
The first one's 6, the second one is 8.
Yeah, these blue oozes explode into little bits of slime. However, I mentioned that these 2 axes hit the wall of the pillar with incredible force. The water pushing against this pillar is also an incredible force, and the pillar begins to tip forward, crashing into, slowly approaching to where it is going to crash into the water below. Okay, Spoons, it's your turn. The pillar beneath you is collapsing, but you are still falling.
I got it. So as I'm whizzing past the ground like an idiot, I spent all my second level spells on bullshit earlier and being petty. So I'm going to reach into my 25-pound chest and I'm going to pull out a leather-bound bag, aim it below me, take the string, pull it open, and unleash a beast from the bag of beasts below me. So I fall onto it.
Give me a 1d10.
The bag of beasts.
I forgot about the beast bag.
Are there only 10 possible beasts?
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay, I hope one of them has wings. Is this a D10? D9? Oh, it is a D10. Got a 6.
That's a bear.
Oh, bear.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're on top of
Another falling bear?
Yeah, it seems to be a recurring theme in this show.
Aani, get out of the way!
You're on a bear. Are you aiming to still land on this pillar as it's toppling forward, or what?
I was
What are you
gonna plunge
doing?
into the water. I was hoping it was something not a bear.
I'm gonna have this bear give me, let's say, acrobatics to see how it lands. Natural 20!
Fantastical.
Natural 20 from the bear!
Yeah, natural monkey!
Natural bear.
The bear plunges into
Shout
the
out to
water
Matt Bear.
and effortlessly begins swimming. And you are on a bear boat. This bear is under your command.
I'm riding bareback.
And ordinarily, the bag of beasts doesn't work where it's under your command, but whatever. You have a bear boat. You have a functional
He
bear
could be
boat.
pissed off. He could be like swatting at me.
Sure, he is begrudgingly under your command.
I thought there would be more fantastical beasts. I didn't realize
No,
it would be like a
they're
deer.
they're just furry beasts.
There's a big difference between a deer and a bear. Come on.
Okay. Okay.
He summoned a donkey.
Next in the order is the green dragon.
Oh fuck.
It swoops down, and it's about to puff out this gas, this corrosive gas that you saw it use earlier.
Stink.
And then there's something. It almost looks like pixely, like a glitch in a game, and it disappears.
Someone hacked into the dragon?
It
The
vanishes.
whole green dragon? The whole green
Someone
dragon?
hacked the dragon.
And with that, let's say that we're out of combat because Aani is holding the last ooze. This pillar is falling. What do you guys do?
I just want to make a fist with my hand and crush the ooze.
Do we want to try to jump off the pillar?
How big is that bear looking? How big is that bear?
Big
I said,
enough
guys,
for
did you hear
not
my
big
sick
enough for all
bareback
of
joke?
you. Maybe big enough for Eugene because he's tiny and one other monkey.
Not me. I'm not getting on another
Wait,
bear.
I ain't getting on no bear.
This Acropolis city is filling with water. It is becoming a small lake down there. You actually see sort of the corpses of adventurers floating there. You also see these caskets and coffins getting lifted up through the water flowing along. You see some of these exposed corpses getting caught. It's chaos down there.
Aani, can you turn into anything big?
Probably. I might be able to turn into something that can swim.
Particularly,
Can you turn into a big tick-to-leak?
Let me check.
Wait, no, turn into a tick-to-leak. Turn it, and I yell down to Spoons. Use enlarge on the tick-to-leak.
Yeah, I would, but I don't have any spell slots.
Damn it.
I will say a giant tick-to-leak would not have a challenge rating greater than what you can do at this point, because a giant tick-to-leak is still going to be pretty weak. So you
I think I
could
could.
theoretically turn into a giant tick-to-leak.
I can probably turn into an octopus.
Yeah, but we need
Octopus
something big.
is not big.
Yeah, but we want to
Yeah.
take the leak.
We need to land. Jump off, turn into a tick-to-leak, and then we can
giant
jump
crab.
off.
Giant crab. Yeah, that's
Oh,
perfect.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I
Okay.
use wild shape to turn into a giant crab.
Okay.
Crap time. I go for some crab legs right now.
You turn into a giant
Acropolis.
crab. What is everyone doing? This pillar is rapidly approaching the water below. It is plunging in.
Everybody hop on.
I hop on the crab.
We're hopping.
I say crabs
Okay.
ahoy.
Okay, this crab is only big enough for you guys and one other NPC. Paulie, or you guys in Chattanooga all fit on top of the giant crab. However, Kranga, Paulie, and Frito Misto are not all going to fit on there together.
All right, let's put it to a vote.
Paul, you can swim,
my
right?
favorite.
Paulie, can you swim?
Kranga says, no, we can't. Don't put it to a vote. We have to... There has to be a way to get all of us off, right? Right? Come on.
Oh, I was gonna vote for you,
Crab.
Kranga, if that's any consideration. But
Crab.
Paulie says, yeah, we gotta figure out something. And Frito Misto says, oh, I don't know. I mean, I'd say vote for me, but whatever. And then one more thing, really quick. The whole pillar starts vibrating violently, in addition to falling down, and you hear a noise coming from within it. A noise sort of like a growl or a roar.
is this pillar flipping alive?
Crab.
Paulie says, look, I'm a bullywug. I can swim, okay?
You can swim?
Whatever, I'll try, okay? No promises I'll make it out of here, but I'll try, okay? Take one of them,
Cast
please.
firebolt.
Wait,
Cast firebolt to the pillar.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You cast firebolt at the pillar? Are you actually doing that, Spoons?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Do I need to hit DC?
No, you can hit the pillar without doing that. Pillar is
Okay.
not a living object.
I do 2 damage to the pillar.
Okay.
I
hand
August,
Paulie
you,
one of
you
my 5
deal 2 damage to the
potions.
pillar. Hold on. What did you say, Eugene?
I hand Polly one of my 5 health potions.
Okay, she says, thank you, Eugene. Okay, let's do this. And then suddenly, a firebolt flies at you.
wow.
It flies at you and it hits the pillar. And the pillar starts to vibrate even more violently. And it bursts, and flying out of this pillar is a green dragon.
What?
Another fuck.
No,
Another
it's
one?
It's the same green dragon.
Oh shit.
It bursts out of the pillar. Everyone who's on Aani, don't give me a dexterity saving throw. Aani, you're going to do the dexterity saving throw. As
Ani, don't fuck
I need
this
to
up.
find the
Crab dexterity.
giant crab stats
Crab
real
stats.
quick.
What crab stats?
It's dexterity.
Yes, dexterity.
All right, so that's +2.
Yes.
Then I've got a 19. So
19.
20.
Okay, this crab
Yahoo!
effortlessly jumps off. Everyone stays on. Frito Misto, he rolls 17. So he's just sort of flying through the air, but he is safe from the dragon. Paulie rolls a 15. She is also safe from the dragon. She's flying through the air, caught in the debris of this pillar. And Kranga... Oh.
Uh-oh.
Kranga rolls a 3.
Kranga!
No!
Kranga goes, ah, as he flies through the air. And as this dragon bursts through the pillar, in one fell bite, Kranga is gone.
I was gonna vote for Kranga on the crab.
Kranga!
And all you see is a little bit of blood and a little bit of fur flying through the air and floating down into the water below as Kranga is consumed.